Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us for another Tuesday group healing call where we come together and this beautiful, massive energy comes in with the beautiful support that we have. These beings of light are here to support us in our personal healing, and then our attentions are brought in for those that we care about or might be worried about. And then we have that beautiful energy weaving through our homes, and then it gets grander and bigger and it sends out to this beautiful world and beyond, touching all the hearts of humanity and beyond. So thank you for joining. It's Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. So what do we need to do? Just get cozy. Either you're sitting down or you're laying down. We'll do a little quick chat before we get into the meditation. But for those of you who are sensitive, you're already feeling those energies flowing through. They start about for some people they can start to feel them about an hour or two before this session. And some people will say they're starting to get anxious or emotions are coming up, and everyone's different. But the one thing that I know we all get what we need is when we heal in layers, and it's our higher self that brings up all these different parts of us that need healing. So we're all very individual in what happens. We're all very unique in our journeys. So there's no right or wrong in what you're going to experience. This experience is personal and it's for you. And you're part of sending out this powerful light to the collective, to Mother Earth, to humanity. And it's one of my favorite days of the week. It's like I start to get a little bit off just a few hours before this as my layer starts to come out. And then I kind of set that aside, get into that zone, and we begin. So here we are. Thanks again for joining us. This is the So Brilliant call. Group healing call. It's been going on for over 4 years. So we started off in Zoom, headed to YouTube, and I am blessed for everyone that shows up either live or by a replay. Today, we have a really neat topic. So we're going to start with that topic and we're going to pull it into the meditation. And that meditation is then going to reinforce what we spoke about and allow the healing of that intentions that we're bringing in, but also anything else that's needed for healing. So when we heal, there's actually more layers than the ones I usually say, which is the emotional, the spiritual, the physical, the mental. There's actually other layers, the subtle bodies, things like that. But we don't have to really understand what's happening. But in a grand overview, what's happening is we heal layer by layer. And for men, I always picture a man healing slightly differently because women and men slightly are different. And men actually heal layer by layer like peeling an onion. And this is a generality, so don't get oh, that's not true. But women are a little more entangled. So if you've ever seen the inside of a golf ball where everything's just all tangly and messy, women remember everything, so that happened on that 50th birthday, or that happened in my 20s. It's all tangled and we have a harder time to release things. So when I am working with females, including myself per se, there's a lot more untangling and layer by layer, more entanglement. And with men, it's more like bing, bing, bing. So men tend to feel better, we get more balanced, let go of things easier, and women are a little bit more complicated. And then it goes into what kind of traumas did you have from the time you were in your mother's tummy to age 7. We're not going to get into all of that. Basically, we heal the way we need to heal. We bring up in our layer what's ready to release. I know there's some of us that want to bypass and I want to hit the root of this issue. I want to get to it right away. We can ask your higher self, how, can we release this today? Allow it to release. And how do you know it's going to be released? Well, you'll just stop thinking about it, or it won't even be a part of your experience anymore. Or when you think about it, it doesn't even bother you anymore. But I've been doing a lot of healing for the last 15 years. And I know I've asked for quantum shifts. I know I asked for deep rooted. And the next day, that feeling or that thought might still be there. Well, I know I didn't get all of that yet, but I know I got a big chunk of it because it feels lighter. And then that layer comes up again, and I tackle it again, and it dissolves, and so it's layer by layer. But then one day, it's just no longer there. It's like it's on a record and it just stops playing. So be patient with yourself, be patient with your healing journey, and know that's all divine timing. Surrender to the process and allow your higher self to guide you through passion, excitement, and inspiration. Today's topic, because I found this kind of hit a really touchy spot this week for me. It's like I know this, and I guess this is how I act, but I never really articulated it this way. But a lot of us pray, or a lot of us ask for help, and a lot of us, just when we're really in this tough state, we'll say, please give me help. Well, generally what I'll say is, okay, this is going on in my life. What do I need to learn from this? Help me stay open to understanding. So what I now realize is we all have as much help as we need. We have so much support. So support from God, our angels, our spirit guides, our higher selves. It's huge. It is uncomprehendable how much support we have. So when we're asking for help, really, they can't give us more help than they're giving. But what we can do, and when we're asking for help, they're helping us open up to perceive the help, to allow the help, to become more conscious of the help, to become more accepting of the help, more worthy of the help. So the help's there. Just imagine like the help's there. It's coming at us all the time. But if we have a resistance to getting help, if we are fighting it at some subconscious level, if we don't understand it. So here we are saying, I hear things on YouTube all the time that, God has forsaken you, or, you're not worthy enough, or, no one's helping you. Like, there are a lot of negative messages out there. But we're doing this to ourselves, and I know it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, because a lot of people say, I would not do this to myself. There was no way I would do this to myself. I've been sick for years, or I've been in this mental turmoil for years, or this has happened for years. There's no way I'm doing that to myself. And it's a big awakening, I suppose, or a big pill to swallow. But when you can get to at least be the observer and say, you know what, maybe I am doing this to myself. And it's kind of eye-opening. Why would I do this to myself? Well, there's our childhood traumas. Not only just childhood, it could be your teenage traumas, it could be your 20s traumas, it could be your 30s traumas. It's those traumas, moments in time that are there and really play in the background in our subconscious mind. It's those belief patterns, those negative belief patterns that say you're not good enough, or you're unworthy, or you're not supported, or you're not loved, or you're not good enough, or you're not smart enough. We can make a huge list of them, right? It's all that stuff, like that mess that gets that in the way, that interference of who we are authentically. And when we get stuck in a pattern of what we do, is we're shutting down to allowing this beautiful energy, this beautiful support to come through. So when you are feeling alone, when you're feeling desperate, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling worried, you can ask for help, but kind of change it a little bit and say, I know I have all the help I need. What I would like is perhaps support to help me see, feel it, to help me understand it, to help me allow it. And we heal layer by layer. We also open up our consciousness slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly. And in my perspective, I've opened up my consciousness quite large, and it's always expanding like almost every day. But I couldn't have gone from this to this overnight. because I would be so confused, nothing would make sense. So your higher self is taking you on this healing journey as fast as you can go and as slow as you need to go. As long as you're working on yourself, as long as you're open to working on yourself, as long as you're seeing experiences and challenges for what they are, just that, an experience or a challenge, you're on the right track. If you wake up every morning and say, I'm going to be the better version of myself today, I'm going to acknowledge those negative thoughts, I'm not going to let them consume me. I know they're there. We all have them. There's duality. But I'm going to let them come to the surface, but I'm not going to let them control my day. They're there. I'm going to acknowledge them, and I'm going to allow the love of God that's there to help me move through them. When an experience comes to light, a challenge comes to light, you have the choice to look at it from a negative, a neutral, or a positive. That is the coolest thing, because nobody can take away your perception. It's your choice. So no matter where you are, you could be in prison. Nobody can take away how you perceive things. So there's a lot of things we might have to do in life. Yes, I get it. We have to wake up and do certain things. But you can do them being angry about it. Or you can say, okay, this is what's happening in my life. Okay, I can't maybe be positive about it, but at least I can be neutral about it. Because when you start to look at your life and say, all these things that are happening, all these events, all these challenges are because I came here on this planet in this physical body to learn a theme. And I'm learning it, and sometimes I'm resistant to learning it, which makes it come at me more and more. And we have those repetitive patterns showing us what our patterns are. And for those of you out there, have you worked on something like a theme that just seems to keep coming up, and you're wondering, when is this going to end? Well, the fact that you notice there's a pattern or a experience that keeps coming up, you're kind of one step ahead of the curve here, because that awareness to say, hey, same situation, different faces, same situation, different 4 years later, same situation, different faces. Sometimes it's the same situation, same faces, with someone perhaps in your family that's teaching you that lesson. Stop, take the time to really go within and be aware of it. Say, what am I supposed to learn? And then give yourself permission to learn it. Sometimes I'll sit quietly and I'll just really look at what's been happening. And I'll say, okay, what was I supposed to learn from this? It was like a very uncomfortable situation that came up. My whole body felt uncomfortable. What is it that I need to learn from this? And sometimes I don't know. My 3D mind can't figure it out. So I ask my higher self, please show me what I'm supposed to learn. Now, how do I get the answer? Sometimes I'll get the answer in a dream. Sometimes somebody, a family member, a friend, sometimes even a stranger, will come and tell me something. And when they've actually just answered the question that I asked. Brenda, have you ever noticed you do this, this, and this? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you just answered what I'm supposed to learn. Thank you so much. So the answers we get can come from a song, can come from if you like to get numbers and combinations and you look up that number, like, oh my gosh, that's the answer. So be open on how the universe or your guides or your higher self speaks to you, because it's going to speak to you in the least resistant way so you can hear. So for instance, someone's just having an awakening. They've really never noticed synchronicities, never noticed numbers, never noticed anything. They just thought they were a victim of this planet. Now they're having this awakening and they think about something and then they get this answer. And it's like kind of rattling in a way. It's like, whoa, I just asked this question and I got the answer. All right, that was probably just a coincidence. There are no coincidences really. It's it's just the way synchronicity works. Then they ask something else and they get their answer. Then they start to question their reality, start to question what's happening, and then say, oh my gosh, maybe I'm so far behind. Why didn't I wake up 10 years ago? Because it's all divine timing. Where you are is perfect. Where you are is perfect and evolving. Your journey is unique to you. My journey is unique to me. We don't have to say, I wish I was there. I want to be there. Don't worry about being there because you're here and here is perfect. Here is where you have your power. In the now is where you have your power. So, what you want to do is you don't want to dwell in the past. You don't want to worry about the future. You want to be in the now. Now, it does take practice. Thing is, we can say, oh, but it's hard. That's just a belief. It doesn't have to be hard. So when you're looking at the thoughts you say, the words you use, your actions, look for where your resistance is. Look for the patterns of thought that come up. And then really connect to yourself and then connect to your guides, your higher self. Just sit quietly and say, how can I allow this love, this support to come in more than ever before? Show me what I need to do. Sometimes it's simply saying an affirmation. I am ready to receive the love of God. I'm ready to see my divinity. I'm ready to move forward in my magnificence. We're all magnificent beings. The way I picture it, and this is how Dr. Beatty taught it to me a long time ago and made complete sense, is we're all perfect diamonds. We come into our mother's tummy and we collect all that stuff that allows us to have human experiences. Sometimes it's karma, sometimes it's ancestral stuff, sometimes it's past lives stuff, although past lives are all happening now, but we kind of feel it as past lives. And we come out, and now that perfect diamond is kind of clouded by this resistance or these beliefs or all this stuff that we kind of came here as a theme to learn. Now, as we go through our life, sometimes we collect more of that resistance, and now we're really covering our diamonds very dirty. But when we do the work, we start to brush off the diamond and we start to shine more. That's really your authentic self shining more every day. You never want to give up on yourself. You want to keep going through the experiences. When we ask for help, like I said, the help's already there. But you can maybe ask a little bit differently. How can I understand this better? Can you help me open up my consciousness more? Can you help me let go of this resistance that thinks I'm losing my mind because I think differently now from my friends? Can you help me feel more calm in my heart as I go through this change because I feel like I'm losing my friends as my world changes? There's a lot of things that happen when you have that awakening and your consciousness starts to rise. Another thing, as you raise your consciousness, you start to actually see more darkness and more light. There's not really a battle going on. It just is. There's duality on planet Earth. We're in 3D. There's the light and the dark, or the dark and the light, and it's within us, and we all have the light side and the dark side. Nothing to freak out about. But when you start to raise your consciousness, you start to see it more. And that is okay because love, that frequency of love is all-encompassing. It's expansive. It shows you everything. It has nothing to hide. So it's going to show you the good, the bad, the ugly, the great. It's going to show you all of those different experiences you can have. But because you're in a higher consciousness and you're raising your consciousness, you now just realize they're just choices. So yeah, I can see the dark of the dark and I can see the light of the light. I know what I'm choosing. I choose the light. I choose to take care of myself. I choose to think positive. I choose to do the work and allow the love of God to penetrate my every cell and allow this to come through. What do you choose? Do you choose the path of the desires of perhaps darker experiences? It's just a choice. And if that's something that you have to go through to learn, so be it. I've had my share of dark experiences, but I'm not mad at myself for it. I am not angry about it because all those versions of Brenda, all those experiences that Brenda went through created who I am today. And there might be times where I still make silly mistakes and think, wow, why did I do that? Why did I go right instead of left or left instead of right? That's okay. That's just something I had to go through. So nothing's really right or wrong. It's an experience. So when you have that experience, what do you get to do? Choose what it means to you. Was it negative, neutral, or positive? When you look at something from a positive aspect, you're always going to get a positive outcome. If you look at it in the negative, you're going to get a negative outcome. It's no different like I'm sending out negative energy, I'm going to get negative energy back. When I send out positivity, I'm going to get positivity back. When you bless, blesses you back. That's just one of the rules of the universe. So you want to use the way creation works in your favor. And as you start to create, and as you start to act in a way as that creator in an awakened state, you're going to notice the universe responds back. We're all magnificent manifestors. The one thing that we need to kind of learn is how to use this creative thought, this manifestation, in our favor, because we can create chaos easily. That's how powerful we are. This universe will do whatever we think about. Our thoughts, our consciousness is so powerful. I was just telling a friend the other day that I'm a powerful manifester. Geez, I can create awesome things and I can create chaos. And it's just a matter of my thoughts. And sometimes when the world feels like it's coming all around you, you got people signaling like this is going on, clients are calling, it's like, whoa, and you lose your balance. And then these negative thoughts come in and you start to let them come in instead of taking care of them right away, which I usually do. Well, what happens is you kind of get off tilted and you can start to see your universe shifting because we're creating our own realities. And whatever I'm thinking about, whatever I'm saying is going to shift me into a reality. Now I'm going into more of a negative, a lower vibration. And then I'm going to see negative, lower vibration scenarios happening in my life or experiences. But I don't get mad at myself. I then take those experiences. Okay, I see what's going on here. My thoughts are creating this. I need to snap out of this and move into a higher thought pattern, more positivity to move myself into a higher vibration. It is not my circumstances that create matter. It is my state of being. So if your circumstance is not what you like, don't invest all your time in your circumstance. I'll give you, like, there's examples out there, and then people want to put one in the chat of what they want to talk about. But if you really think about it, let's use health. All right. So, I mean, we can use health, we can use finances, we can use relationships. Those are usually the big ones, right? But let's use health. Something's wrong in my body. Now I'm going to use myself because one thing I have really mastered is health. I can snap out of something in 20 minutes, and I've been in some really bad physical situations. So that I now 100% know, no matter what comes my way, my body will heal in like 20 minutes. Maybe I need to go overnight, but generally not. And that's just now a knowing and a pure belief that my body can heal. But back in the day, I didn't have that belief. So I'm going to think of something that, okay, I'm going to give you an example of someone I know and their knee is always hurting. Oh, my knee hurts. Oh, my knee hurts. They're thinking about their knee hurting. Well, what happens when you think about your knee hurting? Well, it's going to hurt more because anything we focus on gets bigger. So anything you focus on gets bigger. So my knee hurts. You're not allowing your knee to heal because you're focusing on it. You're focusing on it in a bit of frustration, anger. You're uncomfortable. It hurts. You can't. And then you go to walk and you're limping. And what are people going to think of me? They're going to think I'm, this and that because my knee hurts and whatnot. Well, all that energy is going to make the knee hurt more. Now, I get it. I've been sick, and oh my gosh, when your body hurts, that's all you think about. Try your best. Do your best. Don't even try, just do it. Think about something else. Think about something else. Think about something else. Watch funny movies. Talk to your other knee. You talk to your knee and say, hey, knee, I know you're hurting, but the other knee's doing okay. 2 months ago, you were fine. Just find that place and copy it. Get back to it. I trust and believe in you. Talk to your body, but don't always focus. And then when that negative thought, your knee's never going to heal, just tell that thought to go away, ignore it, and then focus on something else. Perhaps focus on a friendship that you have going on. Focus on a piece of artwork that you're creating. Focus on the beautiful day, the trees, the birds. Focus on reading a book to get your mind off your knee. I know I'm making this light because there's people with much bigger physical issues. There's people with huge financial issues. There's people with huge relationship issues. And when they're in our head, they're going and going and going. But really, take a look at it. The more you fester about it, the more you think about it, the more you become desperate about it. What's happening? You're going to notice it gets really big. And that is because in this time, we're in a very important time in this ascension process. We are in high acceleration. Things are manifesting more than ever. So you can manifest bad things very quickly, and everything's relative, right? But I'm just saying we would consider bad. Or you can manifest good things very quickly. And when you focus on something good and it happens, you're like, wow, that's great. But what happens when you focus on something negative and that happens? Like, oh my gosh, I suck. I'm doing such a bad job. I'm creating this worse. Oh my gosh, look what I'm doing in my whole life. Your circumstances don't matter. Your circumstances don't matter. Your circumstances don't matter. Your state of being matters. So no matter what's going on in your reality, it is your state of being that is sending out. So the trick is, when you're asking for help, ask to be open to receive the love that's there. Imagine there's that lower vibration, right? And when you're in the lower vibration, we've all been there, and some of us stay in there longer than others, but that's where all that negativity lies, right? And once you're in there, you're getting bombarded. It's not impossible to get out, but it's sometimes a bit tougher because you go into these cycles, these patterns, all this stuff. You want to slowly work your way out, and you can ask for help. Now, again, you always have the support. It's endless support. It's always there. But when we're asking for help, you can ask for, may I feel it? May I get a sense of it? May I be more open to perceive it? Because as you perceive, you begin to receive the benefits of it. So when we're in that dark place, and this is where there's a lot of negativity on YouTube right now, where they'll say, oh, we're in doom and gloom. You want to keep saying that? People who are, sending out that fear and worry, well, they're creating that fear and worry, and people are watching it. And then when they watch it, fear and worry, what happens? It keeps them in that negativity. Turn off the negativity. Turn off the social media that is trying to scare you or bring you down. Don't listen to those creators that are sending those messages of fear, worry, and doom. I would never give them my time of day. Now, sometimes people send me these videos. Oh, Brenda, you got to watch this. I will watch it from a very neutral standpoint, see what it's all about, and say, that is not my reality. Never will that be my reality. And then you will usually put a comment and say, wake up, people. Stop sending this fear. Because if you stay in fear, that's all you're going to attract. Wake up. The love of God, your connection is inside. Feel it. And do what's right for you. Turn off the news. And I get it. People say, but I need to know what's going on. Fine. Go in. Get your update. Get out. In our part of the world right here in North America, we're in summer. So go outside and look at the birds and look at the leaves and walk in the grass and ground. Look at the sky, talk to the stars. That type of stuff is going to rejuvenate you. That's going to balance you. That's going to ground you. There's a lot going on this planet, and we're being bombarded in all those different ways. Ask for help. Ask to feel the love. And if you sit there quietly, and I may challenge some of you to do this, sit quietly and say, I really need to feel the love of God and to know, like Brenda says, it's all around me. I want to feel it. You'd be surprised. Some of you are going to have such a profound experience that you're going to cry. Because you're going to feel that love penetrate every cell of your body. You're going to feel your worth so deep. It's going to be life-changing. And that life-changing experience is going to have you think, I should think positive. I should be more open. I should perceive better to receive. And you're going to see your world change. But the change comes from within you. There's no magic. The magic's within you. That's where it is. So I can hold a beautiful healing session and all these beings of light come in. And I know that to be true. But if you're not going to allow this healing to happen, people will come in, yeah, let's see what this is all about. And they already have their disposition. It's not going to work. Then it's not going to work for them. The beautiful thing about this is we have free choice. But if you go in with an open mind saying, you know what? I don't really know what this is all about. But I know there's a part of me that knows I deserve to heal. There's a part of me that brought me to something like this. I'm going to give it a chance. I may not understand it, but I'm going to try it out. And you just have this open mind and this allowance. Well, that's where the universe is going to take your hand and it's going to move you forward. It's going to allow you to feel it. So many people will say, Brenda, I've tried your healing call, or I've tried this for the first time, and I felt peace in my heart for the very first time in a long time. Or I remember this feeling and it's coming back. We're just pulling out that resistance. Remember, your higher self is in charge. And every healing we do, it's in charge. We are protected by the love of God. It is such a powerful session because these beings of light love us so much. And then we go into this group. I find group healing, it's different, but it's very powerful because we all have light and we're all bringing in that light. And then at the end of this, when we bring in that light, we send it to Mother Earth and we weave it through and all of humanity gets it. It is such a blessing. And what happens when you bless something? It blesses you back. So this is my weekly recharge. So thank you for joining me. Let's get into the healing part before I start on another conversation here or chat. And we just want to get into that healing because I can feel the energy. I can feel your anticipation. So let's go into it. As always, I'm going to ask you if my music is imbalanced because I use my computer for many different things and I'm always changing the volume. So I will bring my mic a bit closer. I'm playing the music. So I don't want the music to be too loud. I would like you to hear my voice without struggling, let's say. This is the tone that I will be speaking at. This is the music. If you can just let me know how that sounds. And the topic today, although we bring in healing for ourselves and our family and our friends and our homes and humanity, but the focal point of this is for us to open up, to understand, to allow, to accept, to give permission for this love, for this guidance to come through stronger than ever before. So we can make those right decisions. We can move forward in our actions, in our soul mission, our experience that gets us all excited. All right, so I'm just looking for someone to tell me that the music, I think the music's too loud. Maybe you don't even hear me. I'm gonna turn it down. Oh wow, it is seeming pretty hard. So okay, I think that was too loud. So I'm going to leave it like that if you can let me know. All right. And in the meantime, you're just going to drink some water. Music is loud. Okay, now I just changed it, and I know there's a delay in chat. So now she's saying it's better now. Okay. So I think we're good. So the energies already started. Right now, I would like you to take just a quick look at your life and see, do I trust? Do I know I'm loved? Do I know I'm supported? Is there something that's blocking me in believing this? And if you feel a block, you understand the block, then I would like you to ask your higher self, your spirit guide, say, I know you're already loving me 100%. I feel it, but I don't know it for sure. So I believe it, but part of me doesn't believe it. So may I open up to really believe it. May I get something out of this meditation today that just breaks open that hard shell to allow that love to really be felt. You are being cared for, nurtured, loved beyond measure. Wouldn't it be nice to feel that? After these calls, I go outside and I talk to the stars. And even if it's cloudy, I still go outside and talk to the stars. Even if it's rainy, I go outside. And I always say, how did I do today? How did we do today? Did the earth get that beautiful power of light? And I always get this strong, you guys did well. Keep going. And that's what gets me going every Tuesday to be here weekly for us and for this planet and for this healing, because we all deserve it. So you're going to now get into that cozy place. I know some of you are already laying in your beds, and a lot of you will kind of drift into a state of meditation. You may not listen or even hear my voice, and it's okay. This energy that comes through works with your higher self. They're beings of light. They know who you are, where you've been, what you need. So we're all very unique. We're all in our own octahedrons of love. You can picture it as a bubble, a diamond. It doesn't matter. You're protected. Your higher self is in control. It's working with these beings of light, and you're going to heal at any layer, probably all layers, whatever needs to come out. And all that icky stuff that leaves, it's gone. And yes, sometimes we still know their choices, but they're so far off, they don't really bother us anymore. It brings us into a state of alignment, into our power, and our vibration increases, our frequency. So we're getting closer to that love. When we're in that higher vibration, we also have that time where we can have better experiences. And sometimes when we're doing really well and then something happens and brings us down, we just get frustrated and just, I want to give up. Never give up. Because the love of God, this frequency of love, is the most powerful frequency on this planet. And right now you're bathing in it. We always have the option to bathe in it. Something like this gives us a little more opportunity, kind of like a permission slip to bathe in it. But you can always tap into this energy. It's here for everyone. We're all magnificent beings of light. And when we're allowing and open to receive it, my gosh, you can feel it. Right now, this beautiful energy is weaving through each and every one of you. It's like you're just immersed in love. Allowing deep breaths, letting all that tension flow out of your being. Calmness is coming, slowly making its way through every cell of your body. Negativity is being melted away, dissolved, released, and replaced with God's love and light. You can start to feel your connection. And we're really going with that intention. Allow me to feel this love that's always there for me. I'm supported beyond measure. I want to feel it. I deserve to feel it. You really do. And I know I'll get some emails with people saying, wow, Brenda, I felt it. It was tingling. It was love. I had tears flowing out of my eyes. I just felt that love of God within every cell of my body. And for the first time, I knew it was real. I knew I mattered. We all matter. It's a beautiful feeling when we awaken to that knowing of who we truly are and how truly loved we are and how truly supported we are. Now, some of you are releasing old traumas and belief systems. Just let all those memories float away. You don't need to remember them. Just let them go. They're no longer needed. You know those negative thought patterns that come up? Oh, my mother said this to me when I was a kid. My stepmother said this to me. My stepdad said this to me. Just let them go. Let them leave your cell memory. Get them out of your cells. Just let them go and let this beautiful, loving energy replace them with a knowing that you matter and you're loved and you're important and you're magnificent and you're intelligent and you're healthy. Let that resistance go, because when our bodies aren't feeling good, when our minds aren't feeling good, and our emotions are on a whack, that's just us being resistant to this love of God that's there for all of us. Allow it to flow through. Your essence is beautiful, expansive. It's growing. It's so much lighter already. You're letting that stuff go so quickly. Wow, I think we've all given permission to really allow this love tonight. There's some of you that's starting to feel some vibrations through your body. Just breathe through it. Allow it to happen. You might be seeing colors. You might have drifted into that beautiful meditative state. Whatever's happening to you at this time is perfect. Just be with it, knowing that the love of God, the love of these angels and guides, these beautiful beings of light that love us so much, our higher selves, our oversouls, the creative consciousness. We are loved beyond measure, and allow this love to weave through your essence. You are a powerful, important piece of creation. And today's healing is going to shift you into a positive timeline. You're going to wake up and say, wow, how did this happen? How did I do this? Because you asked to allow. You asked to be open. And when we ask, we receive. Just take a few moments here, allowing this energy to do whatever is needed at this time, specifically for you. You beautiful, important, magnificent being that you are. I see your beauty. I see where you're going. And it's magical. It's beautiful. You're here for big things. Open up that heart and allow this healing. Let go of the self-doubt. Let go of the worries. Stop fighting the flow. Allow your higher self to talk to you in excitement and inspiration. Follow that passion in your heart, even sometimes if it doesn't make sense. If you're getting that passion, excitement, inspiration, it's coming for a reason. There's some of you who might be having an emotional response right now. Just let that old energy go. Sighing, yawning, crying is just a sign that you're healing. Just allow it to flow. You're supported, you're loved. You're protected, you're secured, you're in this beautiful liquid bubble of love and light. You can imagine yourself in golden light. Some of you might be floating in the galaxy. This energy is with you, supporting you. And I know a lot of people say, I can't stay awake. I always fall asleep. That's a-okay. It's perfect. It's perfect for you. There's no right or wrong how we receive these healings. And as this beautiful healing continues, we're going to ask at this time for this energy to start to weave through our homes, releasing our homes into the love of God, where it fills with this beautiful light, melting away, dissolving any negativity that's being made available to everyone in our home, including our pets. There's this calmness, this harmony, this joy, this peace that's moving through our home. And as I always say, we can make this healing available. We can't force it. It's up to that person's higher self to take it and do what it wants with it. In most cases, it's accepted to some level. But if you imagine them being surrounded by the light, and at this time, you can either continue basting in this energy and it's going to continue working on you. But if you have a special intention for someone you might be concerned about, you don't have to say why or how. Just bring that person into your thoughts and intend this energy to be made available to them. Whatever is for their highest best at this time. Take a few moments and make a list as big or as small as you want. They can be people close in proximity to you, but they can be also overseas. And even those who transitioned, they can feel your love. You can feel that love surrounding you. Your healing continues. You're sending those beams of light to all those people. Perhaps there are some pets out there. It's fine. Wherever, whatever you're sending out to, know, trust, and believe that they're being included. And that's all you need to do. You don't need to explain anything. Just allow that love, ask that love, intend that love for them. Now, with all of these healings, you're getting a beautiful balancing of your chakras and your meridian systems, and you're cleansing your auric field and biofield. There's so many parts, moving parts to these healings. We don't have to understand them, but you're getting this beautiful reboot. You're moving up in higher consciousness. You're allowing more light. You're letting go of those resistances, those blocks that stop you from moving forward, that keep you stuck. Just let them go. They're no longer needed. These beings of light know that this intention today is to help us overcome the resistance that stops us from allowing this love. We are becoming more open than ever before. We're giving more permission than ever before. You're becoming more expansive than ever before. Your immune system is kicking in at the highest level before. Someone, 2, 3, 4, are having a miraculous healing tonight. Let that be you. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready for my physical body to be at its peak. I know it can happen. I feel it in every cell of my body. And as this beautiful energy continues, you're feeling that love weaving through, anchoring those deep breaths. Every cell of your body is being surrounded by this beautiful golden light. You're feeling calmness and peace, focus and clarity, excitement and inspiration. And as this beautiful healing continues, we're going to start intending a healing to this beautiful Mother Earth, to all of humanity, and a lot of you will start to feel the expansion in your heart. This warmth, this wave of light. And imagine all of our love coming together, this huge frequency of love. It's like a wave, a beam of light. It is very, very large. Wow. And we're going to intend that to weave through Mother Earth. You can imagine it any way. Some people will see it surrounded. Some people will see it weaving through. Some people will imagine that it's already surrounded in white light. But not only is it weaving through Mother Earth, it is being made available to everything on this beautiful planet. Every human all the animals, the plants, the water molecules, the air molecules, the insects, the fish, the mammals, the birds. It's being made available to everyone. It's gone to the darkest places on earth, the lightest places on earth. This is intelligent energy. It knows exactly where to go. Imagine the hearts that are being touched tonight. Imagine the other people. There's so many people on planet Earth sending love, and our light is connected to their light. It's expansive and growing. It's conscious, and it knows exactly what to do. Sometimes we can feel helpless as we see things happening, but not tonight. You are a powerful being of light every second of the day, but today we are sending out some compassionate action, some powerful light to help humanity move through this ascension process, move into the light, and stand in their power. There is no battle between light and dark. There is a knowing and a choice, and when you choose the light, well, that's all that needs to be said. The healing will start. You'll move through the experiences you need to. We came here to learn. We came here to experience. And let's have some fun doing it. Let's enjoy the process. It's a very exciting time to be on this beautiful planet. We thank Mother Earth for having us and bringing us along this journey with her. We're sending so much love. That frequency of love is the most powerful frequency in this universe. It can dissolve anything, any darkness. Darkness is just the absence of light, and we're going to flood it with light. We're going to send the love through the hearts of those willing to accept it. And we're going to acknowledge and understand for those who aren't accepting it, that's fine. There's no right or wrong. Everyone's on their own journey. There's a peacefulness. You might be feeling those waves of light still pulsing through your body, allowing that healing to continue. We're now going to intend this beautiful, powerful energy. Although it's still healing us and our family and our friends and our tensions and our homes and planet Earth, we are going to now expand it out to the universe, to the Milky Way, the galaxy, the stars, and beyond, to the multiverse. We're sending it back to the beings of love that are supporting humanity and us at this time. We're going to be thankful to our spirit guides, our higher selves, our guides, whatever names you want to use, our angels, beings of light. Feel that love. I want you to anchor in this peaceful feeling into every cell of your body, knowing that you can recreate this feeling anytime you want it. You are that powerful. This healing is going to continue for days to come. So although this meditation is slowly coming to an end, that energy is going to stay with you. Drink plenty of water. Let those toxins leave your body. You are now more grounded and reconnected and lighter. You have more peace in your heart. Your vibration is higher. You look so beautiful. Wow. For those of you who wish to stay in this meditation, you don't need to get out of it. You can base in this energy. Allow it. But for those of you who would like to now return back, you can start to do what feels right. Start to move your body. In just a moment or two, I'm going to play the singing bowl for those who would like it. You can simply just drift off the call, or you can stay on for the singing bowl. It brings me great pleasure and a great knowing that when we come together like this, it is powerful. And our intentions and our loved ones that we included are basing in their energy. And Mother Earth and all of humanity and these beautiful other beings on this planet are basing in the energy as well. And we've made a huge difference. And when I go outside and I talk to the stars and the universe and God, it's like they give us a big thumbs up, a big pat on the back, and say thank you. They know it's pretty tough for us humans at this time, and they appreciate when we can hold a light for those who can't. So I thank anyone watching live or on replay because you're included and it's powerful in any way. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for being you. Keep moving forward, never give up, and know that you are loved beyond measure. And now you're more open to receive this beautiful love and support that's always there for you. I'm just going to bring out the singing bowl. And this helps process for those who are coming back. We might get a little bit dizzy. That was a very powerful session. I'm still spinning from that one. So for those of you who wish to come back, the singing bowl will help process and ground you back here. Beautiful. Thank you everyone for joining. Here we go. right, everyone. I'm just going to stay online here. You're welcome to just hang up because I feel like there's someone who might need a little bit of support here. So I'm just going to stay another minute or so. Whew. Beautiful. That was pretty intense. And sometimes there's some processing that still needs to happen for some, and it's going to continue, and it's completely okay. You want to drink plenty of water. And for those of you, some of you say that you don't sleep well as you're processing after these sessions. That's completely fine. We're all very different on how we heal. There are some people who burp all night. Some people have to use the bathroom many, many times. That's just that negative energy leaving. Lynn says she's back. Hello, Lynn. Renata, you're welcome. Crystal Quartz. And you're the best back. Mikhail, hi, hi. Patricia, hello. Amy, hi, Amy. All right. Okay. If anyone has any questions, you can put them in the chat. Other than that, this energy is going to be supporting a lot of you, actually all of us, in our own ways needed. It was very powerful, very powerful. They're getting stronger and stronger every week. And we were actually, there's been 2 steps forward and we've been in the step back. It's been a heavy week for a lot of people, but they're just challenges we go through. And just keep looking at them as positive, neutral. I'm okay, I'm learning from it. What did you need to learn? Because you'll see you're going to catapult further and into more positivity. And sometimes we go, hi Karen, how are you? All right, everyone. There we go. I think we're good. All right. Feels lighter now. Okay, great. All right, everyone. Have a beautiful night. However you process is right for you. Keep talking to your guides. Allow them to work on you. Give them permission and thank them often. I acknowledge, I appreciate, and I allow. The 3 A's. Hello, London. Well, thanks for joining. You can always watch the replay. The energy's there regardless. I'm still going. So I'm going to go outside now. Do what I do after these calls. Ground myself, come back, and get that message that we're doing the right thing, everyone. So thanks again, and we'll see you next Tuesday. All right, everyone. Good night.